Hello. I'm about to go to bed, hence why I've got my bonnet on. Not sure why that concerns you, but I'm a be on my way. Huh? I didn't do album of the. You're right. You're right. I guess that means I'm gonna do that before I go to bed at 7 p.m. Um, worth. So, like everyone has their own definition of worth, especially when it comes to different kinds of things. Like, is it worth my money? Is it worth my time? Uh, for example, I guess. Um, in music, that's something that happens with a lot of people when it comes to consumption. Not everyone wants to buy a 1 hour CD for two songs they might like and like 12 that they don't. A lot of people don't want to buy a CD and there's four songs on it and they all suck. Uh, Especially when these CDs aren't like they're not cheap sometimes. Uh, Sometimes it's really hard to find music that you like, um, purely based off of the album cover, the genre, the artist names, the song titles, the song lengths. All these things really do come into play when it comes to like whether or not you like it. There's so many different aspects of it, but that's one that I I would want people to pay more closer attention to. Um, when it comes to worth, I don't really like buying EPs unless it's like someone that I know, um, an indie artist, or if it's relatively cheap. Um, I would rather buy a whole album. I I don't really care if I don't like the whole experience because I spent time with someone that I could never meet that made some art. And when it comes to things that do have a lot of worth despite their short length, today's album or EP of the day is the Laughing EP by the End of Summer. This little EP is a very nice little thing. Uh, if you've ever heard of Midwest emo, today I'm gonna tell you a little bit about second wave Midwest emo, or the emo revival. So in the early 2000s, like around 2003, emo pop was getting very popular. Under Oath, My Chemical Romance, The Used, and Finch were some bands that I could name that were popping off at this time, or like Silverstein, things like that, right? That fell off like around '09, I want to say. Like that whole just no one gave a shit after that point. Um, and then we had a revival of like Midwest emo, screamo, just 90s aggressive style emo in general. Uh, that's just called fourth wave emo. That it's more when people talk about it, they're more referring to like Midwest emo specifically, like the kind of twinklecore shit. But yeah, I want to say that kind of fell off like around 2018. Like I think that's when that kind of music stopped being like a thing, I guess. A lot of these bands that were in that style kind of, moved to a more like beefy anthemic style emo, and it stopped being that kind of style. But that's just what happens with revivals and trends and styles. They come and go. But the Laughing EP is a testament of that math rock twinklecore Midwest emo sound that I remember as a youngin. So song wise, every single song in here is worth it. Buzz Lightyear is incredible, but all the songs are worth at least one listen. I feel like this band would be great live. They really do just kind of sound like the pinnacle of like if you were to mix math rock, Midwest emo, and like just emo revival sounds all together in a way where it's not like any one too much. There's math rock moments, there's Midwest emo moments, there's all that, you know? I feel like a lot of the early emo revival stuff, like Midwest Pen Pals and Marietta, like those kinds of bands, they pioneered the sound, right? I think this kind of music is like the culmination of their pioneering. I think this kind of music is what happens when you let these people do like what they hear and, I don't know, do more with it. Um, Obviously, if you, oh, let me show you what it looks like inside. It's really pretty. Um, if you like Midwest emo, you're gonna like this. I don't give a fuck. If you like Algernon Catawaller, I don't know how to say their name. I never knew how. Midwest Pen Pals, Marietta, Tiny Moving Parts, Arm's Length, even, honestly. Ben Quad, even, honestly. Sport, Snowing, bands like that. If you like that kind of music, then you're gonna like this. Even Title Fight, honestly. Title Fight's like Shed. Honestly, if you like Shed, then you're gonna like this. It's got a little bit of energy like that. Or also Cap'n Jazz too. The singer reminds me a bit of Cap'n Jazz. But yeah,